Hi, my name is Nikki and I'm going to be going over the proper way of hand washing with you. So it's very important to do proper hand washing, especially in a hospital environment, because improper hand washing is the #1 cause of infection within the hospital. So it is very important to make sure that you do the proper hand washing. So patients who are more susceptible in regards to infections are patients with who have HIV or AIDS, infants, newborns, and also patients who are post-surgery. So you especially want to make sure that you wash your hands and not use any hand sanitizer, but you actually physically wash your hands with patients when you're exposed to patients with C. diff or MRSA. Okay, so there's two ways to wash your hands. One way is by using hand sanitizer, and if you're going to use hand sanitizer, you just rub it in your hands for 15 to 20 seconds or until it's completely dry. Okay, the second way to wash your hand is by using soap and water. So let me go ahead and show you how you're going to wash your hands. Before washing your hands, actually you have to make sure that you remove any jewelry that you may be wearing, whether it be a watch or bracelets or any rings. So any jewelry that you have, you want to make sure that you remove that before you wash your hands. Another thing that you want to take into consideration is when you're going to go and wash your hands, you do not want to be too close to the sink because you don't want it to touch that, because of course you don't want to be you don't want to bring any of that bacteria back into the room. Okay, you don't want to get dirty or anything. So things that you're going to need to wash your hands is going to be a sink, some soap and water, and some towels. Okay, and so let me just go ahead and demonstrate to you how you're going to wash your hands. When you turn on the water, you want to make sure that it's a low flow, that it's not running too hard or anything like that, because you want to avoid the water from splashing. And also you want to make sure that it's not too hot because you don't want to burn yourself. So I'm just going to go ahead and burn the water. And I'm just going to wet my hands. And I'm going to make sure to gather enough soap, a good amount of soap. And when you're washing your hands, you want to also wash your hands for 15 to 20 seconds. Or if you want, you could also sing the happy birthday song 2 times, okay? When you're washing, when you're lathering on the soap, you want to make sure that you go individually, especially into the cuticles, because that's where all the dirt stays onto. So your cuticles, okay? And in between your fingers, the palm of your hands and nails, your wrists, up here to your forearms. So you just want to make sure you clean properly. And then now we're going to go ahead and you want to get the palm of your hands, okay? And then the back of your hands, so the palm of your hands and then the back of your hands, okay? And now we're just going to go ahead and remove the soap. Just going to keep my hands up, just like this. You want to avoid any splashing, okay? Okay, and you just go ahead and let it drip just for a little bit. Again, you do not want to splash and move your splash your hands or anything. You're going to grab some towels here, okay, and you're just going to pat your hand, okay, and I'm going to grab another one to dry the other hand. Now, if you're for this, today I use the foot pedal one, but if you were to have the one with the hand level, you want to go ahead and grab a towel, and you're going to turn off the water, and then dispose of that towel, okay? And so this is the way that you practice proper hand washing. So thank you for watching.